Jess Grosholz. I'm an assistant professor of criminology in the College of Arts and Sciences. It goes back a long way. As an undergraduate at Bucknell University in Pennsylvania, middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, I took an internship at the Lewisburg Federal Penitentiary. And while there, I taught addiction recovery and anger management classes. And I think that's really where my passion for corrections, for criminology, for the criminal justice system really started. So I have been actually very involved in the community. Since I moved here last July, I've done a lot of different projects in the community. I first started working with the Family Safety Alliance, which is a local organization here in Sarasota, DeSoto, and Manatee counties. It's sort of a watchdog group for the Florida Department of Children and Families. While I've been working with them, I've helped them with their strategic planning process. I should go back and mention that I was a community building and social change graduate fellow while I was at Emory University, which is where my passion for community involvement really started. And so when I moved down here, I knew that I still wanted to be a part of the community. So I have about probably 3 or 4 big projects that I'm working on. The one stems from my dissertation. My dissertation examined the effect of inmate culture on recidivism. I interviewed 40 formerly incarcerated men in Atlanta on the inmate culture in prison and how their adherence to that culture influenced their behavior when they got out. And I found that those who strongly adhered to the code in prison, lack of trust among individuals, a loyalty to other inmates over prison officials, a value on toughness and the use of violence if you're disrespected. I found that those who strongly adhered to those norms were least successful when they got out. They couldn't find housing, they couldn't find a job, and they were the ones that were more likely to reoffend. My second big project is actually a collaboration with Dr. John Kabongo in the College of Business. He's an associate professor in the College of Business. We are examining the effect of entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial attitudes on inmate behavior and the reentry process. And then my third big research project it's actually come out of working closely with the Sarasota Police Department, and it's 2 projects that I'm working in collaboration with Dr. No on. The first is an evaluation of the Sarasota PD's body camera initiative, so how the use of body cameras maybe affects police officer use of force and citizen complaints. And then I'm just starting a project now. Sarasota Police Department has this drug market initiative that they modeled after David Kennedy's High Point intervention. It's in the 3rd phase, but it has yet to be evaluated. So this is where I've come in and offered to evaluate the program for them to see if those that participate in the drug market intervention, are they more successful? Do they desist from crime? How the citizens perceive crime and disorder in their neighborhood now that this initiative has been implemented since 2013. I love the size of the campus here. So I've mentioned that I have a real love for community involvement, but I also have a real passion for teaching. And I think the size of the campus is really what drew me to this job, this position. I want to be able to sort of transform students and get them to have a real understanding of the subject matter that I study. I want them to be skeptical of what they read in the media, what they read on TV, or what they read in the newspaper or see on TV. And I think the small size allows me to have more of that personal connection to my students. I know them by name, they're not a number. And I've really developed some close relationships, and I think if it was a different campus, a much larger campus, it wouldn't have been possible.